Dark clouds drift across the early morning sky. Many people live with a quiet feeling of dissatisfaction, looking at someone else's life, someone else's success, someone else's power, thinking, if I were like them, I would finally be happy. There's an old story about a stonecutter who felt this way. Each day he worked hard cutting stone from the mountain. The work was slow, the pay was small, and as he walked home, tired and covered in dust, he often complained. One day he passed a wealthy merchant's house. Inside he saw fine furniture, silk clothing, servants moving quietly from room to room. The stonecutter sighed. How powerful that man must be, he thought. I wish I were a wealthy merchant. And suddenly his wish was granted. He lived in comfort. People treated him with respect. But one day an important official passed through town. Soldiers cleared the road. Crowds bowed as the official rode by. The merchant watched in awe. How powerful that man must be, he thought. I wish I were an official. And his wish was granted. Now he traveled in a grand carriage. People stepped aside, everyone bowed. But as he journeyed, the sun beat down fiercely. The heat was unbearable. Even his fine clothes could not protect him. He looked up at the sky. How powerful the sun must be, he thought. I wish I were the sun. And his wish was granted. Now he shone down upon the earth. He dried rivers, he burned fields. Nothing could resist his power. But then dark clouds gathered. They blocked his light. They covered the sky. How powerful the clouds must be, he thought. I wish I were a cloud. And his wish was granted. Now he drifted across the sky. He covered the sun. He poured rain over the land. Rivers swelled. Fields flooded. But then a great wind began to blow. It pushed the clouds across the sky. It tore them apart and scattered them. He could not stay where he wished. He could not hold his shape. How powerful the wind must be, he thought. I wish I were the wind. And his wish was granted. Now he swept across the earth. He bent trees. He stirred oceans. He moved clouds wherever he pleased. Nothing could stand against him. Until he came upon a great mountain. He pushed. He roared. He blew with all his strength. But the mountain did not move. It stood silent, solid, unshaken. How powerful the mountain must be, he thought. I wish I were a mountain. And his wish was granted. Now he stood strong and unmoving, immense, enduring. Nothing could shake him. Until one day he felt a small tapping. Chip, 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 at his side. He looked down, and there, at the base of the mountain, was a stonecutter, slowly, patiently, cutting into the rock. And in that moment he understood. The strength he had been searching for was the strength he had all along. The Tao teaches a quiet truth. Contentment does not come from becoming something else. It comes from fully being what you are. Today, notice where your mind compares, where it says, I'll be happy when things are different. I'll be happy when I am someone else. Then pause, take a slow breath, and return to what is already here. Because real strength does not come from chasing power. It comes from accepting your place, your path, your life. The stonecutter never needed to become the sun, or the cloud, or the wind, or the mountain. He only needed to see the strength in his own hands. As the day fades, the sky grows quiet and warm. And for a moment, everything is enough. If you enjoy quiet stories and ancient wisdom for modern life, subscribe for more.